So, hello everyone. I hope you are having a great time. The reason I'm making this video today is basically for our immigrants, brothers and sisters, those who have been living in the United States, particularly for them. The reason it is because there are two important reasons I'm making this video. Number one, many of you know the Census 2020 is still going on, and it is very important to participate in the census. And the reason I'm making this video is to let you know, especially our immigrants, from different communities, at the same time, the first generation American. I just like to make sure that there are a lot of people that don't, sometimes they don't pay attention much, or they don't take that much into consideration to fulfill the requirements for census and to fulfill the requirements for voting. So these two important things today we'll talk actually. Number one, the census 2020 is supposed to end before, but due to the COVID-19, the government has extended it, and the date was extended till October, and end of October. So still there are 29 days, 28, 29 days still remaining to actually participate in the census. And the reason it is very important because it happens once in a decade. So specifically once in 10 years, 10 years time frame. So due to that time frame, imagine like you are not counted this time, or your family is not counted this time in the census. That means in 10 years you are not going to be counted, right? So keep that in mind. So again, I'm requesting everyone, those who will be listening this, including my different family members around the country in the US, right? Because I have people from New Jersey, New York, Michigan, California, Arkansas, Illinois, and then I have a lot of people in different states that I know, So I have been requesting every one of you. Does not matter what is your immigration status, whether you are a U.S. citizen, whether you are a green card holder, or you're just under working visa or a student visa. Does not matter what is your status, what is your immigration status, but make sure, please make sure that complete and fulfill the requirements of your census 2020. The reason it is important, there are a couple of reasons I will mention. Number one is it actually determines the congressional representation, that actually it determines your community, how many members in your community, and how much you are representing in the country. The first thing it determines. The second thing is that every year the federal governments, right, gave out uh, billions of dollars, hundred billions of dollars, right, hundred of billions of dollars. So these amounts, when it is going out from the federal governments, they determine based on the community and based on the population representation and demographic representation. So this is very important in that case. Even if you want to get the benefit, that means you need your representation in the governments. And the only way it is possible, you gotta tell the governments that, okay, this is what my community is, and I live in this place. So it determines your community. It determines your demographic representation. So this is very important. And then third thing is that it happens once in a decade. So imagine like you're missing one time, this time, that means you're not going to be counted in next 10 years, right? And that is very detrimental. So I would actually request you, in order to shape your future, in order to bring your generation to be counted in the United States, right? In the United States, please go to the Census 2020 and make sure you and your family are counted there. That is my first request. Then the second one I would like to say, this 2020 is very important, even though we are facing a terrible problem that is the catastrophic problem that is actually COVID-19. And we are still locked in our home. We're not completely free. We're not going out. But still, this year is very important, the 2020. And that is for two reasons. Number one, it is important because I have mentioned Census 2020. And then number two is this year is election year. This is 2020 election. This November 3rd. November 3rd is going to be our election day. And you are the people who will be determining who will be in the power, who will going to be going to represent you. So including president, United States president, then your congressional districts, your Senate, you know, then your state representative. There are a lot of states having election as well. So please keep in mind that this is very important year because of election year. And voting is your right. Those who have been those who are immigrants, as basically, you know, become the naturalized citizen. I know we sometimes people are confused whether this is our country or the country we came from, you know, that our country. But one thing I'd like to make sure to clear to you guys, let me be clear as much as possible. Listen, you came to this country, and your next generation, your first generation, your next generation is going to be here. So you have to make sure that, you have to determine that, and you have to understand that this is your country. You pay taxes, this country, and you got to participate in election and each and every voluntary opportunity and your power exercising opportunity in this country, because this is our country. This is your country. This is the first immigration, first generation country. This is immigrant country. This is the U.S. citizen country. This is everybody's country. We need to we need to be united. And the reason it is, you can do it, you can make it change through voting. A lot of naturalized citizens, they don't vote. But they think that, okay, we just get naturalized. That doesn't mean that we are not this country's citizen. Or we still, they feel like, you know, or back home is our country. No. That's what I have been telling my people. A lot of people I know, I've been keep telling that make sure you have to understand one thing. This America, the United States of America, is your country. You pay taxes. Your next generation is going to build here. Your next generation future is here. So you are the person who can determine your next generation future. You are the people who can vote out those who you think corrupted, those you think are going to deprive you from the community benefit, from the social benefit, from the country benefit. So this is what you got to do, and you got to make this decision this time. I urge everybody, feel it, think about it. This is our country. I love this country from my heart. I love it. You know, I love being here than anywhere on the earth. And that's my country. That's what I'm proud of. Right? So this election year, I would request everyone, please go out and vote. You can start your voting right now. I already voted. It does not matter who you want to vote. The person you think is good for America, just vote. The person, I'm not going to say that, okay, you vote Joe Biden or President Donald Trump. No, I'm not going to say that. Just judge yourself. Who is good? Who is actually good for this country? Who is good for your community? And then go and vote. Just vote. And make it change. Make it change in the country you love. A lot of even first generation kids, I know, They hesitate. They say, oh, our parents from Bangladesh or India or something. No, don't think like that. Your parents came here for better life, better future. And here is your place. You gotta struggle here. You gotta live here. You gotta love here. You gotta love this country. I love this country. We need to love this country. This is our country. We gotta fix the future. We gotta fix our generation. And this way, once you vote, then people know that these people are very active. They love the country and they represent you. You'll be getting the benefit. If you don't do it, then you are not getting the benefit. So I request you all, please do the two things. Number one, Census 2020. Please go census2020.gov and give your information. Even you can do it through phone, you can do it through email, you can do it through filling out the form. There are so many different options. You can go to the online and can fill it out. And the second thing, the most important thing, one the significant things of this year is vote. Go and exercise your voting right. Exercise your democratic right. This is the country. This is the country you can only practice that. And I love to be joining with you. I already voted. I'm telling you, please go out and vote. Shape your future generation. Shape your future. Shape this country. We love this country. We love United States of America. We are American. We are united. Thank you so much, everybody. That's basically my message.